This year's Havana Cigar Festival attracted some 2,000 mainly wealthy cigar aficionados from around the world. These are an expensive luxury, but one that people are still prepared to spend money on. At the opening news conference, the company announced that it had sold $445 million worth of hand-rolled cigars in 2016, an increase of 5% from the previous year.
It was a really great challenge, and we are proud of the results. This is an uncertain world with difficult scenarios, but we were well prepared to face all these scenarios.
Cuba still can't sell directly to the US market because of the trade embargo, but elsewhere, Cuban cigars account for 70% of the premium cigar sales worldwide in terms of numbers sold and 80% in terms of value. The company, Habanos SA, is a joint venture between the Cuban State Cigar Company and Britain's Imperial Tobacco. Spain, France, China and Germany are the four biggest markets, but for the first time, sales at cigar shops in Cuba came fifth. Last year saw a record 4 million tourists visiting Cuba, including a large number of Americans who are now allowed to legally bring cigars home for personal use. Every year at the festival, Cuba launches some new cigars, and this year the trend seems to be for much smaller, shorter cigars. There are some new, larger ones, but there is a growing demand for cigars which don't take too long to smoke.
Well, I think with smaller cigars, it's maybe for time. People have less time nowadays. Maybe they're a little bit rushed, so they might turn to shorter cigars in moments like that. But certainly in the U.S., we see a trend toward ever fatter cigars. People want a little more bang for their buck.
The 5-day cigar festival includes visits to the cigar factories to see how they're rolled by hand, and to the tobacco fields in Pinar del Rio province, where the finest quality tobacco leaves are grown. It's also an opportunity to try the new releases in an environment without the anti-smoking restrictions now found in so much of the world. Michael Voss, CGTN, Havana.